And here we are again with another shoutcast for Biter Battles. Tonight we have MystiClutchPipe versus Green Science Dutch. This should be a very good match. Let me just check the rankings, because I want to see how these teams stack up at the moment. Have a little look to the ever important Google spreadsheet. Google spreadsheet that hosts all of the data. Okay, loads of people in here tonight. So, MystiClutchPipe are actually a reasonably good team now. They have really stepped up. They are now on 10 points. They have 2 games in hand, though. Technically, they could go joint second with us, Steelax Mafia, if they won both. So tonight's very important for them. Green Science Dutch have played 7 games and unfortunately have got to no points so far, which is unfortunate. It's not for a lack of trying. They really are trying, but it's just not paying off at the moment for them. So we shall see what happens there. But yeah, so this should be a very, very important match tonight. Both teams. Oh, looks like Anti's joined Xeno on the old stream there. So you've got Anti and Xeno probably streaming together. Tyson is streaming this one. Clowntown and JD are streaming this one. And I believe Everlord is streaming it for the French community as well. So there's quite a few people streaming this, so you can pick your poison, preferred view or streamer in that case. Usually Bumble joins me on these ones, but again, his work schedule is really caught up with him at the minute, so he's unavailable. Varja might have been available, I did ask, but I have heard nothing. So it is just me for this evening. So that's fine, we're good. See what happens tonight. Looks like they're pretty much ready to start, so this is good news. We shall very quickly get underway. It's a good thing with these matches, I can pretty much fire up the stream 2 minutes before the game starts, and these guys everyone's on point, here on time, and off we go. They start rolling, so this is great news. There's a cash prize for this league, the Behemoth and Biter League. Biter League didn't start, unfortunately, due to lack of teams. This is the Behemoth League, where we have got 7 teams competing, and it's in the current prize pool is €1,000 effectively at the moment, so it's pretty tasty. I think the winners of this league get a 30% share of that, so the winning team from Behemoth will get about €300 split between them amongst the team. So not bad. Biter League also gets a cut if you play in the Biter League and you win, or come first, second, third, or fourth. I think it is. You also get a similar cut. I think it's a bit less because it's the lesser of the 2 leagues. But you do get to use blueprints in that league, so it's well worth checking out if you fancy a bit of Biter Battles, but you don't want to be building stuff without a plan, effectively. A lot of the people here are either really, really experienced in Biter Battles and know what they're building, or they're speedrunners like myself, my team, the Steelax team. We're all established speedrunners, and we can memorize a build, a crafting queue, and build it fast, effectively. So here we go. MystiClutchPipe, the home team, against Green Science Dutch, the away team. A few server rules here that we can... Oh, they've changed the command now to just close screens. Brilliant. I did get stuck last week on one of these matches, and I had to move the entire screen off screen because it was in the way. But that's all good. That's all good. Right, here we go. First reroll starting. So this will be the first choice. So the home team gets to pick the map, the side, and the science pack used. So this looks pretty well. Again, Mystic Clutch and Green Science. If you're a mixed patch electric miner builds, this would suit you. There's 4 clean patches to the left, a little bit of coal to the right, a little bit of turrets, some good water coverage to the left, and then the mixed patch is pretty decent. Oh yes, see, there you go. They're keeping it north, and they want the combat pack. Wow, that's really taken off. The combat pack's really become popular in picking due to the general slow start of it. It seems to help a lot of teams get into the stride, get their structure up, and work with it. So on north we have MystiClutchPipe, and we have Chrono, Pied Piper, and Clutch playing, and they have Bits Oreo as the team manager / spy. In south for Green Science Dutch we have Friendly Fire, Zorky, and Bloke 14. And Wibbert is their manager / spy tonight. That should be good. Put alt modems we can see. So there's the pack choice. So combat pack, they basically get defense early. So you get a few grenades, you get machine guns, some red ammo, a couple of shotguns, more out, like 420 standard ammo, 18 turret split amongst the team as well. So you can really set up a strong defense here. I mean, they've already got turrets here. You probably had a couple up here to keep this bit safe and a couple down here if you're going down that way. Solid. 5 minutes from now until start time. Excellent. This should be an interesting match. I mean, I'm trying to remember who does what. I think Green Science Dutch do go red and green science, and I think both these teams go green science. Quite a lot of it. Really do. Be interesting to see what they do. I mean, the fact they've picked this mixed patch suggests to me mixed miners, smelting lanes, and automation early. Very early. I'd be surprised if we see any hand feeding from Mystic Clutch at least. Green Science, I'm not sure. I think they did go hand-fed red last time. I seem to recall screaming at Bloke or Pipe. Was it Pied Piper? One of these two screaming at them to send something they had in hand, and they had like 1,000 or 2,000 science in pocket, and they just kept it in pocket for so long. And you gain nothing in this scenario for holding science. It's far more advantageous to keep chucking 100 here, 50 there, 100 here, 75, 60, whatever you've got. Keep chucking it and chucking it because it keeps the pressure on the other team huge, and that pressure can really stack up into something the other team just can't cope with. The second you stop throwing science, it can be real tough to get back into that and start sending again. We've seen that last week with Baguette. They started throwing red science early. They kept the pressure on and on and on, and then in the end it paid off. It was still a close match, but in the end it paid off because they kept the pressure on, they kept the threat up, kept the evo up. So tonight will be interesting to see if either of these teams do the same. It's hard to see what the map's kind of going to show us at the minute. Looks like there's a bit more water showing in the corner. I don't know how big that'll be. There's not many trees. This whole area is open at the minute. There's no tree coverage. The wall is the wall. There's a handful of turrets that will last 3 or 4 small waves maybe before they need topping up. Mixed, I mean, pure patches are pretty rough here. That's a long way to run out, get set up, and also try and defend at the same time. And combat, there's no robots, so again, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's see. Green Science, they've got the Green Science logo on there. Mystic Clutch, I've got, oh, look at that. A head made up of different circuitry boards from the game. Blue, green, red, science potions, gears. That's nice. That's cool, I like that logo. Okay. So it's about 2.5 minutes until they start. Unless they decide to start. I don't have any coal rocks. What we got? 1 coal rock over here. Probably 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. Pretty decent actually. If it was me, I'd be building power off this coal patch here and then mix building everything from the start, to be fair. I don't think, like, from our team's point of view, we're very fond of the hand-fed burner phase, as everyone's probably aware by now. So we'd be filling these patches with burners, and we probably still would, but these won't last you long. Copper's probably okay for a green rush strategy. Stone's not massive. Coal is pretty pitiful, and iron is average at best, absolute best. This mixed patch has to be tapped and tapped early. What are we pinging? Yeah, it's going to be mixed miners all through here, absolutely. Be mixed into smelting lanes down here, and then put some build at the bottom. That's how I would do it anyway, currently, based off this map. Okay, North team are ready. South team, haven't seen many pings. South team is still pinning. Deciding where to build and what, no doubt. Each team gets 5 minutes of sort of conversation time just to sort of examine the map and decide what they're building where, which is quite a nice way of doing things. It certainly helps. But I definitely foresee electric miners. Actually, having said that, this is combat start. You don't get a lot of iron and a lot of copper, or a lot of gears. Like, this would be a very slow start game if they're going for electric miners and Smelting lines. Regular and science pack allow for a bit of a quicker start. Regular especially. Robot start is just as bad as combat in that respect, except you get less defense. That's here they go. Oh, my FPS dropped off a cliff with the timer. Wow. Okay, and off we go. Game on. Good luck to both teams. So, South team straight off into the big patches. North team... Okay, North team... What on earth? I'm really confused here. North team don't seem to have done a massive amount. They're obviously getting science packs up and running. Fair enough. South are already laying out, you know, massive iron coal line. Okay. Burner miners and a mixed patch are rough. Really rough. Hey, Si, thank you very much. Yes, that was, what was it, 1 hour... 1 hour 7? Oh, yeah, just shy of 1 hour 8 minutes I think we did it in. Which was good. That was only our second run of the year, so... Yeah, fingers crossed, at some point in the next coming runs we'll smash that MMP run and get a sub 1 hour. That's the plan anyway. Okay, South team solid. 170, that sounds right, yeah, sub 108. I thought it was a sub 18. We're only like 2 minutes, 17 seconds off our world record, so I'm really happy with that for a second run. South team, I would say at this point are better off in terms of amount of stuff they've got. Like they've expanded iron, coal, they've got stone coming. North team are doing a similar thing, but it just, the mixed patch is so rough to work with. Like they've tried to maximize these single iron points. But I don't know, North feels slower at this point. We'll have to see, I could be wrong. Once you find out the blueprint issue, yes, the blueprint, yeah, we'd have to restart the run because I forgot to download the new blueprints into the run. It's one of those things. Debug messages fixed for the next version. Oh yeah, there was a debug message we were getting during our game. Was really annoying. Where is Pied Piper going? What's he doing over here? Just gone wood chopping. That seems highly inefficient in terms of early game. I mean, I know you haven't got many resources, so you... I don't know, 268 wood feels like a lot. I mean, I'm supposed to get wood for the entire run, but... I mean, I suppose that's only trees on the map as well, so getting it all in one hit is maybe not terrible, but... It just feels like he's running around not doing a massive amount to help get his team up and running quicker, you know what I mean? And some copper, a bit of stone, it's just a bit of explorer. Yeah, oh, there's oil, nice, and look at that, there's a gap through to the oil there. This could be a flamer game. If they've seen that now, that is pure flamer game. That is lovely right there. Okay, north. Yeah, they've got a few bits. South, on the other hand, I just feel like they've expanded a lot faster. Quite honestly, they're using the full patches to their maximum at this point. They really are expanding this iron out. You need iron. Combat pack gives you nothing apart from defense. So you basically... You can defend against all the waves for the next sort of... The first 20 minutes are basically safe. But you need a lot of iron to build your base up. So this is really good. Copper, that's a lovely little amount at the start. You don't need a lot of copper at the start unless you're going heavy into... Oh, power's low. Yep, power's very... Oh, they're running it off one entire... what do you call it? Solar panel at the minute, to be fair. As soon as Zorky hooks this up... I assume he's going to remove these and automate off this patch, maybe 5 of them. Once he can get some miners up and running, so that's fair enough. They've queued down into green science, into grenades. So that's South team. Yep, they're queued up for grenade research. North, oh, they've already planned out where they're building, so they've already got an idea of what they're doing up here. Again, the combat pack is just a very, very slow start. With lack of resources, it can be rough. The only team that usually picks this is Steelak's team, so other teams have obviously decided, no, the start of this pack is nice. You can afford to just get on with building stuff, because the pressure that you get is slim to none. You see already, there's nothing's been thrown. Everything's about equal, because no one can build anything. You can't build any science. You can't build any red. You can't build any green. So you can't throw anything. So South team, yeah, solid. Oh, they've put a whole bank of thingies there. That's actually a pretty good idea, because any biters come through. There's one spot here they can get through. Here's covered. Here's all covered. So it's just here and here that are open effectively. We don't know how big this water is yet, do we? Oh no, we. Oh wow. And there's a big oil patch up there as well. Holy smokes. That is nice. That means this side here is also kind of good for defense. It's hard to tell where you'd put up at the wall. I mean, the wall really, if you were brave, you could put the wall across there. If you were really brave. Looks like south of, yep, they're rejigging the wall out around the patch. You see where it is here. Look, they've moved it compared to theirs to encompass that into their base, which is solid. That's a good idea. I haven't seen any biters attack yet. I'm guessing they've all been picked off by the turrets at the moment. Assuming, yeah, kills 9, so they've obviously come through here. Yeah, there they are. The turrets are picking them off. Like I said, early turrets are fine. These turrets have got them. Yes, the maps are generated fresh every run. They get the first map to check, and then they get 2 re-rolls for free, but they can't go backwards. So if they roll a map, if they'd rolled this map and said, no, I don't want to play this one, they could go to the next one. But if they re-rolled that second map, the third map that landed would be the map they had to play. So you basically get 3 maps to look at, but you can't go backwards. So they decided the first roll was good enough, to be fair, which is, yeah, it happens. And we have had sessions where we've rolled about 5 or 6 times because the maps have been god-awful, so... A solid burner phase down here. Iron's looking good. Could do with more iron, but I know how limiting resources can be this early. They've automated some bits here. Nice amount of gears. Red science coming. Yep. Stone's probably not enough. You probably want a few more stone circles if you go in here, but again, you need more stone and more iron to build more stone circles. Oh, they have started automating though. Here we go. What they got? Iron and copper. Fair enough. That 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's a half lane. They're going to do a 12 half lane smelter maybe? Enough room for 12 there, to be fair. That's good though. They've got their first automation up and running. North, oh, wow, okay. Didn't see this. North are... Okay, they're not technically automated. They are, however, hand feeding the iron into the gears. And I assume they're hand feeding copper because there's not a lot of copper down here. Yes, they're going to put a chest here for copper and they're going to put a chest here for iron. So whilst not strictly automated yet, it is hand fed with what they need. That's perfect. This will be probably green science to feed their labs, and they'll get the automation from over here, and they'll bring it all in and down these lines. Solid. And again, this pack allows for the time for that. This pack really allows you time to build. Like I say, the first 20 minutes, I don't expect to see any science ends realistically. I mean, personally, if you're not building labs here and you're gathering science here, either box it up or send it, in my opinion. Box it up to use later to burst your science, or send it to put the pressure on the other team quickly, because what you might find is you break through their defenses very early on, and that's very good. Okay, so they've both got power. These guys are going to be going for hand-fed power, or potentially bringing it in off a belt once they're up and running. Whereas South have literally automated power off the get-go. So they go, oh, that's, there you go, like straight into a box as well. Very handy, very handy. Their power's looking very solid. Red science is going. Completed military. They're neck and neck in research at the minute. Neck and neck in Evo and threats. That's fine. Oh, here comes some biters. Ah, look at this turret bank. Lovely. Only thing that needs is probably a bit of wall around it, which they can just grab from that. You might do that, or you might try and link it up. We'll see. But just for the extra protection, just in case the biters get through, it's always worth having them walled off if you're doing that, just to make them last longer. Yeah, they've got some nice automation here. Again, this is a good idea. Get your inputs sorted Don't worry about putting output inserters or belt because it's not going anywhere. Just pick it all up from inside the furnaces as you run past it. Then, yeah, as he expands this out, that's perfect. This will all feed. This looks like a bit of a mixed build, actually. Iron, copper, stone, and obviously coal to feed it all. Let's see what he builds here. I wonder if he decides to build one of our patent pending MMM builds or similar. Because this is a junk feeder, basically. This feeds absolutely everything and just spits it out. So it will just take any ore you throw at it and just smelt it into the equivalent plate. Or brick, in this case as well. See what they do with that one, it'll be interesting. Looks like they're feeding it. They've got a bit more coal now, so it's looking good. And they're feeding science again by hand, but that's absolutely fine. Power's good. North are really ramping up here. Here we go. Look at this. So they've automated off the patch, got a smelter going, coming down. They're really feeding gears, and they'll be feeding the iron into greens and inserters. They just need copper, which again looks like they're going to go with hand-fed copper short term for the wires. But I'm absolutely certain they'll bring off here and into one of these smelters here to feed it. That's good. That's good to see. Red Science is really going quite well now. Well, they got 3, 6, 8 labs versus 4 labs. So technically, North will research quicker. However, South have been researching longer, I believe. So see what happens. They're getting ready for green science again. These are just feeding builds at the minute. None of these builds are attack builds yet. So both teams are sort of playing the long game here. Probably pushing for military to get grenades, and then be pushing for flamers. How long does it normally take? Well, that's an interesting question. I mean, if you look at the very first games we played, my team, Steelax Mafia, we were the first team to go with the hand-fed green rush. So we'd build all these assemblers, hand-feed everything, and throw science really early. And we'd be throwing green science and in like 5-6 minutes tops. And our quickest kill and win was sub 13 minutes. That's 1-3 minutes, 13 minutes. And we've had 3 games that have been, one's been sub 13 and 2 have been sub 14. However, other games can go 20-30 minutes before science being sent, and they can last an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, or the full Armageddon Behemoth run. It really depends how these teams defend. If they defend well and get to flamers, hence why this oil here is important, as is this oil here potentially, because oil is what runs the flamers. So if they can get to flamer science, get it up and running, get all the infrastructure in, the game can go to Behemoths and last 2 hours plus. So, Mystic Clutch researching military 2, Green Science Clutch researching green science at last. Looks like Mystic Clutch are ahead at the minute. And yet they now have green science and red science heading down to the labs. It's usually, it's quite funny because it's usually now a race to grenades first. Because of the way we hammered teams in the early games, it was decided that if you didn't get grenades in about 10 minutes flat, you were going to be... you were going to die, basically, because we'd have medium biters knocking at your door. But the combat pack is so slow, the Evo has not moved. We're now 13 minutes in, and no one sent a thing. It's just a very slow start. But it allows both these teams to do what they want to do, which is basically build. These guys are then the same. Look, they're fed a little bunker box at the top here. It's working really well. And both these teams want to build, want to automate, get infrastructure up, and then they want to worry about science and sending it and putting pressure on the other team. Whereas we prefer the hand-fed, get the pressure on, keep the pressure on, and get the other team to mediums and bigs as quick as you possibly can. Because defending against medium biters at this point now with no grenades, I assume. No grenades, no grenades. They've just completed the research in the north, so they're probably setting up for it now. They set the assemblers up yet? No, they're probably going to set it up here maybe. No. They've researched grenades, but they haven't got the assemblers down for them yet. I mean, they're probably not too worried purely because the other team haven't sent anything. Which means you're not generally in... you don't have to have grenades as quick as usual in this pack. South are going to run out of power there. Again, hand feeding the boilers is pretty rough, although I suspect Pied Piper is going to bring that down here. Yeah, he absolutely is. That's going to be automated coal. South already did that with direct feeding it. I think they can't get any more on that patch though, sadly, unless they build a funny angle. Still nobody's sent. Threat is ever so slightly higher on South team, but that's just the way. There you go. Look, there's a few biters on the way. They're just obviously killed. Oh, there you go. Chrono has now fed 75 flasks to Green Science Dutch. So North have now pushed them instantly from 4.6 to 9.7. So that's nice. That will jump their threat up. It doesn't affect them greatly yet. It only really affects them when you get to about 16.5%. That's when medium biters come. But that's a warning shot to South team to say, we have stuff. We have spare stuff. And we are now... You're now going to have a problem. South don't have any of the defenses along here. They have pushed the wall out quite nicely. But again, this is a big area to defend. This is a long wall. Fighters come up here, you ain't going to see them. And you've got to run back and forth. Without brick here, a stone path. That's a tough run. It's a tough ask to get someone to run back and forth along there to defend. North haven't moved their wall, but they've obviously put the pillbox there to try and make it affect the wall out there. Their automation is really good. They've actually got excess iron. Where's the copper coming from? Have they put copper in yet? No, their copper is hand fed into here. And it's box fed into here, which again, it's run out. So red sciences need a bit of copper. But otherwise, it's running. They are researching reasonably well. Ah, there you go. There's the coal line. Look, I knew that was coming in there. Okay, that's good. I mean, as of right now, then, MystiClutchPipe are in the lead. Now, MystiClutchPipe obviously need this win. It's one of two games they have in hand. So if they win this one, they push up, and they've got another game in hand to push up again. They could go joint second with 2 wins. South team haven't won a game yet. This is their 8th game, and they've yet to get a point. Oh, sneaky biters through the bottom left. Oh, that's a problem. The biters have now found this gap and may now continue to push through here. So they're going to have to do something about that. But North again, they sent a big push, 14% on South. Medium biters are 2.5% away. Have they got grenades up yet? Oh, look, again, North South team got exactly the same problem, look. Yep, Clowntown just spotted it at the same time as me. Biters are just chewing the power poles. There you go, they've lost power to a couple of miners. Bloke should take care of them. Both teams, that is awful. The chances of the biters going through that tiny gap there was slim. Oh, here you go. Look, South team's getting their first bigger wave off the pushes of science that were done. This should be enough to take care of them as long as they're fed. Ooh, a couple out of ammo. Yeah, it was just enough. Just enough to survive that wave there. That's good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They're finding the way round. Oh, that is awful. With no grenades either. Oh, of course, no. Combat, you get a few spare grenades on you. Oh, that's just as well. North might have a similar problem soon, you know. Yes. Yes, look. Both teams are going to get absolutely screwed by the biters coming down this way. Oh, wow. Use a couple of grenades, yeah. But that is a problem for both teams now. The biters are using the one way you'd expect them not to. Makes it great for us watching though, because someone's going to get absolutely surprised down there if they're not paying attention, and it's going to cause chaos in the base. That's hilarious. Okay, what's oh, there you go. Clowntown spotted some biters coming. Again, look, they're pushing out wide. I guarantee you we see this again in about a minute as they circle wide and come in here. Oh, this is going to be in jet. Clowntown's obviously spotted them as well. He knows they're coming, and South. So they're going to get distracted here because biters are coming through the wall, chewing the radar, and now they're in the base. So South are now distracted by this lot of biters here. They're not paying attention to the top left. They're all down here going, oh, okay, we've got the biters were sorted. Any second now. But the biters are going to come through here. Green Science have now done reset. Oh, there you go. There they are. There they are. Ah, they stopped short. They stopped short. I thought, oh no, yeah, there's the batch of them. They've refed the turrets. Should be these should cope with these easily enough. No one's at mediums yet, and these guys haven't pushed north up yet either. Okay. How's North getting on building wise? What are they doing? Oh yes, look. Oh. Okay. At this point, South are in trouble. South are absolutely 100% in trouble. Yes, they've got a bit of automation. This looks pretty. They've got smelters and stuff coming out, making some stone wool. Fantastic. That's all great. But in the city, looks reasonable. Science has stopped. They've hand-fed some green. They've got no more red going in. And Chrono just fed 170 green science to South. They're now on medium biters. They're also, if you look in their chests here, look. They are feeding science into the labs and they are boxing a lot. Yeah, South are in trouble. That's huge. This North and South both got biters coming. Look at this. Oh my god, South are in real trouble. South are in real trouble here. I hope they've got grenades spare. They need a raider up there desperately. Look, has got grenades just as well. Oh, and they got another attack south. This wall is broken. This wall is broken and they haven't seen it. I've got just enough grenades to keep them going. Are they actually putting grenades in now? Please tell me they've automated grenades. Oh no. I don't see any. I don't see any grenade production in south. I don't see any in north. Are they mad? MystiClutch will research stronger explosives. Ah, here you go, here you go. This is Clutch, he's doing it now. This is it. He's going to feed it off the coal here. Hand feed the iron in. You need more than 4. I'd do at least 5, probably 6. Maybe even more. These are be grenades. They have to be grenades. Is that the recipe? Yes, there you go. And feed the iron in there. Yep, mediums have just been spotted on south. Right, have south team done the same yet? Come on, south. If you don't have grenades up and running now, you are in serious trouble. These walls will do you no good if you've got no other defences. Again, more wall here. Don't see any grenades. Look at the amount of attacks they're getting up here. Look, they've tried to block it off, like these guys have. I got a radar. Both of them have got radars. I don't see any grenade production. Let's have a look at their... Can we see their... There we go. Right, what they got. He's crafting... This is the crafting queues and what they've got on them. So you've got heavy armour, light arms, machine guns. So solid for that. How many grenades have you got? 7? None and 17. So looks like friendly fire is probably the defender on south. And let's check out MystiClutch. 10, 8 and 24. So it looks like probably Pied Piper's defender up there. And he has got a lot more grenades available. A lot more. South, if they don't get grenade production... Oh, there they go. Oh, 3. Please tell me you put more than 3. Please tell me you put more than 3. Okay, so South have technically now got grenade production going. However, 3 grenade assemblers will not last you long. Look. This is why. This is why 3 grenades is not enough. Friendly's got enough grenades to handle this, but he's going to use 4 or 5 to defend here. This will not replenish him. And look, the first few mediums are coming through. Clutch is... Oh, wow, that's a big send. Red and green. Even more coming here. Again, friendly fire is completely... Let's have a look at his... He's got 9 grenades left. 8. Doing his best to save them. He's got 7. 7 grenades left. And alright, how much has he got in here? You've got 2, 4, 6 in there. So he started with like 17, 18, 20 grenades, whatever it was. He's now down to 7 and he can only replenish another 6. Oh, look, and on the right hand side, the no radar over here, so they've missed this. The biters are busted through. I hate to say it, but I think Green Science Dutch are in trouble already. Really do. I don't think they've sent any... No, they've sent no science back to Mystic yet. None. They're just being hammered by red and green science from the North team. North team not really under much pressure. The threat's relatively low. South team, it's just a constant push here, look. And there's more and more mediums starting to creep into these pushes. And again, they still only have the 3 grenade assemblers. Yep, those grenades are not enough. How much science they got stored up here? 50, 150 plus another 60, 150 green, 60. Yeah, look, he's going to send it. Absolutely going to send it. There you go. Because that's exactly like I just said at the start. It's constant pressure. Constant pressure. Don't try and collect 16,000 science on you. Does you no good. This pressure they're putting on here, look, is consistent. It's keeping their evo and their threat always up, always high. These guys have got no chance but to stop and defend half the time. Look, over here, here we go, here we go. There's a couple of packs all gone into one there, potentially. And look, the walls are open. Friendly fire is... Oh, he's trying to get grenades off that little patch. Great idea, great idea. Not... Oh, God. Hope he's got enough grenades on him. Uh-oh. That doesn't look promising. Oh, no, this looks bad for friendly fire. What's he doing? It's like RoboCop in the middle there. Oh my god! How did he survive that? Wow! You had no business surviving that long. Oh dear! And his biters here got settled on the wall. This is solid though. Get this back up and running. Get these in here. This is good if you can feed them with iron. Because you're going to need them. Because these 3 in your base are 9 grenades again. Just nothing. And the pressure's about to come again because these waves usually come thick and fast. I mean, look at the difference. Twice the amount of threat. 3 times the amount of evo. Oh my god, look at this one. Look at this one. Oh boy. Yep, the walls are going to go down on that and they're going to get through. Ooh. Friendly Fire's a good defender, I must say. His defending here is very good. He's keeping his team out of the shit at the minute, to be perfectly honest. North are not under any pressure. They're just expanding and building and filling the boots. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 6 grenade assemblers. Perfect. They're getting ready with stone here to put into probably walls. Maybe even military of some description. Depends what sites they tend to go to. Military is a good one to go for next at this point. Especially with a little build here. But then you do need walls. So we'll see what they do there. Burner City is not being used much. Mixed smelter over here going up. And they're getting some... Pipes and gears can mean only one thing. Flamer preparation. And that's solid. They've obviously seen this here. They're going to want to bring it in. The problem with that oil is the fact the biters are coming this way, though. That oil becomes very interesting to defend if the biters so decide. Oh, wow. South are really... Friendly Fire's not surviving that. Without grenades now, yeah, there was no way he was surviving that. Luckily, they're going for the wall, so Zorki's got a chance to recover it. Just don't get killed. Don't get lasered by the spit and you'll be alright. Yep, Zorki's... Oh no, Zorki, the spit. Oh god, he's getting lasered by them. Oh, look, they're fixated on the wall, but again, oh no. Look at this. Oh, this could be a really quick game, guys. They are in the base, going for the turrets because they're a military target, so they tend to focus on them first. But the fact they're around the silo, oh god, there's a few actually attacking the silo. Yep, Bloke's managed to pull them away, thankfully. And Bloke's dead, killed himself with grenades, not fantastic. Friendly, oh dear. Come on, Friendly, you need to kill these. I need to get rid of these. This is the rough part now, because they're all spread out trying to get these biters cleared. They're not building anything, and unless their spy manager's keeping an eye, they're now going to get absolutely hammered from the left again. So the next wave's coming in behind that one. It's really, really tough to keep on top of these. Yeah, the wall's got a hole in it, so they're coming straight in. They are going to rip through part of this defense if they don't have enough grenades hit. Spitters at the range are lethal. Look, they just... Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Those turrets saved their asses. Oh, we got pause for the North team. Interesting. Where's Pied Piper? Audio issues, okay. I don't think they need to worry too much at the minute. South are under so much pressure. This is what I'm talking about. Send science, send as much as you can, as early as you can, and the pressure is on. And you've seen South team have not had a chance to breathe. The biters are breathing down the net. They've got mediums. They're constantly up against it now. They can't expand their base. They're dying. They pick corpses up. There's so much extra stuff they have to do that it's really hard to get your build up and running now. I mean, look at the difference: 8.8 to 27.5%. That's huge at the minute. This is scary. Threat, yes, it's gone down, but that's because they've just survived some big attacks. But keep an eye on that number, and it will start creeping up. And when it does, it's going to be a couple of big attacks coming. But if North can throw more science now, which I bet they can, 40, 80, another 120, and another, yeah, 70 or so red. Send that ASAP, because that will shoot them back up, and the pressure will be coming thick and fast to them. They've lost their radar coverage around here, so they cannot see. North, I've got good coverage. Probably not too worried at the minute, North. They've not really had any... I don't think they've sent anything, have they? No, they've literally... Green Science have literally sent no science, and we're 30 minutes in. There's one attack coming up here, and I guarantee you this pillbox takes care of it for the most part. No mediums, all smalls. I wouldn't even waste your grenades, Pied Piper, honestly. Wouldn't even waste your grenades. Oh, sneaky attack. Sneaky attack. The wall is open there. Clutch is going to have to deal with it. He should have grenades though, so he should be right, unless he's completely caught off guard. Yeah, he should have that. It's all spitters there now. Yeah. Again, sneaky attack down there, so worth watching out for. Friendly fires doubling at the wall, trying to give him a bit of a chance to breathe. Which is a really good idea at this point, to be fair. They need it. They need some, like a windbreak almost. So keep the biters at bay long enough for them to build and just sort of gather themselves, in effect. Yeah, a few sneaky biters stuck down here. Okay. Yeah, north is sitting pretty, south. Oh, there you go, look. Instantly, look, that throw. Threat straight up, 1200, boom. We generated new biters in the south now, 30% in 31 minutes. That's good. That's solid at this pack. And again, you've got biters breaking through the wall, going to start chewing through your base. Hey, they're finally fed. 31.5 minutes in, they fed 200 green. But it wasn't enough to push them even to mediums. Ouch. Ouch. I don't think South Team are really prepared on combat pack. Because that is a long time to not send to your opponents. That really is a long time. I mean, honestly, combat and robot pack are really tough. Like, they're such a slow start, low resources. They're not fun to play or play against, but that's why people pick them. Okay, blokes at sciences here, but that's, again, this is just pure research. There's not much aggression off this build. What are they looking for? Probably pipes here so they can start getting ready for flamers. Grenade production up here is better, so that's 470. Probably, yeah, he abandoned the plan over here by the look of it. They were trying to get stone in off here as well, but again, abandoned that. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Holes in the wall, biters straight in. Oh, this is rough when you don't have the walls. Oh, there's another little, oh my goodness, yeah. There's another 2 attacks following straight behind it. If you haven't got the comfort of the walls here to help stop them, so you can just pummel them with grenades from afar, look straight through. This is difficult, and now there's friendly fire is dead. Zorki's using the wall, that's great. Thankfully they're attacking the wall, so you've got to bit of a chance to kill them. But again, around here, look, the next set is in, and they're completely tearing through those turrets. And yep, they're starting to take some of the base out. But again, half of them went for the wall. So lucky with the pools here that they're going for the walls rather than the actual base. Again, this is now more time. These guys have to try and defend. Have to come away from building. Their visibility here is awful. They need radars here. They're all three are on defense right now. Just to keep the base safe. And this is why they can't send. This is why they just cannot get stuff sent north. North are finally at mediums. But I honestly think it's going to be really rough from here. North just sent another 200 green and 85 red. It is diminishing returns now. So you will see that 200 green was only 1.7%. Or it was 2.2 for 252 last time. So it does start creeping down. But with enough green science being produced, North can, yeah, they're producing enough up here to get a decent amount every 3-4 minutes to keep sending, keep pressure on. And look at their expansion here. This is a nice looking base. This is solid. The automation's got everything running for them. They don't have to worry about hand feeding anything. This build here is nice. Look at this. So they're bringing all yours in and round. Wow. How on earth are they getting away with that? So, oh, more biters. Oh, lots of biters. This is taking everything off, but then leaving the coal left to bring it around here. Oh, and then they're just funneling it off and, yeah, boxing everything off. Okay. Interesting. And it's mixed belts of stuff coming out into whatever this build's going to be. Green science? Oh, friendly fire was killed by a medium spitter. Oh boy. Oh. No, he managed to defend it, but they're just chewing on the wall. See, South are just dying over and over at the minute. They haven't got a radar here either, so they can't see what's going on here. They are using the stone patch, that's nice though. Plenty of spare walls will come out of that. I just don't think the walls are going to be enough. MystiClutch on engine research, that's the start of Flamers. What's he doing here? Oh, here we go. Yep, JD just spotted it. That's not going to worry Pied Piper. He's a few grenades, that's dead. That's absolutely fine. What's going on down here? What they're making here? Oh, okay. They're feeding the stuff into here. This is for the green science. Okay, I see. I gotcha. Where do these go? Oh, they're going to output over here onto this belt. Yeah, okay. So green science is good. And they're going to extend that out. They might get some attack buildness off this. Plenty of green spare. They need more red. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be rough. This is a rough one. Zorky's fine, but you see how he has to backtrack to defend because he hasn't got the walls to stop him, which then allows this group that followed to basically walk up to the wall and into the base. Anyone coming down to help him? Oh, friendly fire is so far away. Oh no, that's dangerous. Second they break these walls, this group is deadly. Bloke's there. Oh no, bloke. Oh no, and these guys are being chased away. This is rough. Oh, this is rough. And more biters went for the builds than did the wall this time. They're losing all their stone brick production. They've lost all their copper hand fed. Friendly fire was killed as well. Oh dear. Oh, now some of the automation builds are going. Burner City's going to be abandoned. I imagine they'll leave that to die. They're eating through this. You need to save this. Burner City is worthless. You want this. They're chewing through your automation. You're getting so lucky with these ones down here eating the wall, but look at the gap. Where's the next wave coming? There's bound to be another wave coming. This way pressure on from north is huge because... Oh, look, here it is. There it is. There's the wave. They've not got long. And the problem is they'll all get pulled up here to defend. And then this down here won't get protected. And the biters will come through the bottom. Mark my words. I didn't do a prediction for this one. Wasn't quick enough. To be fair though, I would have put money on Mystic Clutch because they've been very strong over the last few games. Yeah, they've just fed again. That's a good feed of science into South Team. That means no matter what happens here... Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I don't know if they've seen it yet. Oh dear. Oh bloke. He's going to try. He's going to try his best. That's a lot of biters, a lot of mediums to throw grenades at. Friendly fire, help him. Now keep your eyes peeled down here, because whilst they're all up here fighting, look at this gap in the wall they've got. It only takes one... There you go, there's another wave. Up here. Sneakily come around through the radar that you can't see. So again, they've just cleared this one. and there's another attack that side. They're split in half. These ones are in the base. They're ruined. No one's there. Yeah. Oh boy. Friendly. Did Friendly manage to get all of those? I think he did. Zorky was killed though. If Bloke dies now, that's going to be really rough. But you see this constant pressure from north has snowballed into something that south cannot get out of. Where's the next wave coming? There's going to be one down here. There has to be. If north have any sense in their spies, their manager / spies and attention, you send all of this in here. It's not a lot, but it adds to the threat. And it will ruin them. It really will. They don't have a chance to catch up. Now look, these biters are just tube power. There goes power. So now you'll see most of the base will stop running. They've got a tiny bit of power here. Oh god, and they're chewing through the labs and the sciences. I don't see South recovering, if I'm honest. I think they've lost too much infrastructure. Their science is gone, their power's been chewed. Bloke has finally sent more science north. 40 minutes in. It's just so slow for sciences. I feel so bad for them. Like, even a combat pack, if you want to send science, you've got to send science quicker than that. Pied Piper, there he goes. Like, he's throwing it back south to them just to keep that on. Look at this. This here. This threat. It's huge. And look, the gap in the wall still exists. There's nothing to stop biters running through here. There's a gap here. That's defended well. There's gaps here. They don't have defences at this point. Their wall production got stopped. They picked it all up. They lost all of Burner City. They lost most of their power. In fact, yeah, pretty much all the power. They have removed it just to try and get it back. Sciences, they kind of lost. They got a belt missing in the middle as well, so nothing's getting to labs. Zorky spotted it. Nope. Belt missing right there. Oh, and here comes the biters to the left. That's wave 1. Where's another wave? I could look in the spectator mode, but it gets a bit messy with the lines. Oh, there it is. Top right. So they're getting pulled over here, and they're going to get pulled over here. And there's gaps in both these walls, so that they're just going to get attacked now. They can't stop them at the walls. That is a big bundle. Oh my god, that's a massive bundle. Friendly Fire should deal these. Zorky probably won't deal these. Yep, sorry Zorky. There's nothing to say for your skill in the game. That was too big of a pull to run away from and try and grenade. You got no hope against that. You're lucky they're going for the walls, so you can try and stop them. South north, we've got a little attack coming over to the right. Don't think that's going to worry them. South's where the action is right now. Yeah, just don't see how. I don't see how South recover. This feels like the dragging out the inevitable. Bless them. They're just in a vicious downward spiral. Again, do North have any science to send? Yep, lots. They should be sending this. This is Bitsorio's job here is to basically manage the base, but he should be also keeping an eye on what these guys. There you go. Look, there's the wave. Keeping an eye on things like this, and when he sees their threat drop and the waves go, make sure he's telling his team to throw more science to keep that up. Oh, friendly fire just died. Zorky might be alright. South of they've lost like a quarter of their base already. They've lost all their wall productions. They can't replace any of the walls, which means they're wholly open. They're now losing this smelter. Yeah, blokes tried to throw whatever science they've got north. North really, there you go, there's the wall I was talking about. I did say risky, but you could do that, it's worth doing. North have got a little attack here. The wall is open, so they are, be careful, but it's not enough fighters to worry about. South is just going to be one more good attack, and they're gone. This is a sub 1 hour game, in my opinion. This is 10 minutes, 15 at a push before South are dead. They've got nothing building. Oh, there you go. Oh, there's another massive wave just walking to the base. Yep. If I'm North now, I'm just telling my team, send, keep the pressure on. Build, but keep sending. Every opportunity you get, send that science. Don't let up. There you go. They're listening to me. Connor's done just that. Again, that stops that threat that they just lowered by killing biters. Instantly got put right back up again. The next waves are generated. The next waves are on the way to the base. It's relentless, but yep, there you go. It's absolutely very, very on point for Mystic Clutch. This is a very good game plan. They've got no defenses. They're having to run away from the biters, try and pull them out of the base, try and kill them all before they get killed themselves, and ultimately fail at it because there's too many biters. Too many medium, should I say. Sorry, not too many biters necessarily, but there's the amount of medium biters in these mixes now is a lot higher. Oh, friendly fire down to shotguns. Oof. Well, I survived that wave, and there's your next little wave creeping up top right. But they've spotted it. North have got a couple of big waves coming. Pied Piper's got those. That's grenading. This is what you want to do, you see? The walls keep him safe, he just picks them off. They can't get through the wall, they can't get to him, he's fine. Whereas South, the biters come straight in and they have to try and run away from it, and there you go. Friendly fire got killed again, the biters are going straight into the base and start killing your automation. And now we can't even see because the radar. Oh god, look, there you go. The radar coverage has eaten them up. Yeah, that's another one. Like Zorky's going to try and kill them all, but run away and probably dead. Unless friendly fire saves him. Oof. One grenade to rule them all. But you see what I mean now. South are just under so much pressure. They've not built anything in 10 minutes. Because they've been on pure defense. All three of them. And normally this should be a one-player job, which you see Pied Pipers running back and forth. Just clearing the biters. Keeping defense solid. Down here it's all three. All hands to every single attack because they haven't got enough stuff to survive otherwise. Friendly Fire's actually found a wall amazingly. Left a gap though. And there. Here. It's not enough. It's not enough, bud. It's not enough. North not really under any pressure whatsoever. Got a nice big area defended. What are they actually researching? Oil. Oil processing is about to finish for them, so they could literally get set up on the oil down here probably. Or here, depends how they're feeling. Ah, there you go. Bitsorio wants to go to the left, the little oil. It's close, you can get it in, you can put a tank sort of here for safety. And if it gets blown up, it's only two pump jacks to lose, which is nothing really. Ooh, Green Science Touch have done the military science pack. I wonder if they're... No, they haven't got the infrastructure for it now. No, they're going for flamers, but it's I don't see flamers materializing for South Team. They're queuing for it. Bless them. They're absolutely queuing for it. They just need to get some bit of military science research and they could do it, but How's North team doing science-wise? Oh yeah, send that science. That's like 250, 260 green and nearly 100 red. Get that threat up. Look, it's already going really high. Top it off. There you go. Friendly fire on the right. Dead again. Oof. Oh, fish. He got fish in there. See his little health go to green. But look how much. Look at what we've lost. Look what we've lost here on the radar. No idea if they've got anything coming, and that's what the manager can see as well. So he's got no idea if he needs to tell his team, "Get here. There's biters coming," because they cannot see it. There's no coverage at all. That is rough. Oh, there's a nice little oil patch out there. Look. Good amount of oil in this map actually. Oh, north we've got some sneaky biters coming in. Don't think it will bother them. South team I think are going to get surprised any second here. Because they can't let, they're all up here. Come on, get a radar, get someone back down here. You're all up here, why are you all up here? There's an attack on south. Friendly fire should get that. But you can't see this area. Anti-pinging. What's he looking at? Oh, it's back. Oh, it's clogged up because of the splitter. Look, this whole half lane of stuff they've got coming in is not working because of that filter. It's got something clogged up in there. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. That's a lot of material not getting. Oh no. That's it. There's the attack I was talking about. So he's gonna try and pull it all the way out the base. Use the wall as defense. Give yourself some breathing space. Oh, he's done well. He's got them attached to the wall at least. Yep, they should survive that attack. Again, far too sneaky though, these biters. Oh, Chrono just fed 440%, 2,500, and then red as well. Yep, that's a big push of science. That's nice. What did I say? 10, 15 minutes. So I reckon 54. Between 54 and 59. This game could be over depending on this next big push. What happens with this? North are next to no pressure. I mean, look, Clutch is just like la la la, a few grenades. Easy mode, a couple of biters, loads of little ones, no problem. A reasonable attack coming up here. Nothing, wouldn't say nothing to worry about particularly. We've got a whole load of coal here not being used but being boxed up. Oh, there you go. There we go. There's the one of the next attacks. Load of spitters, laser in the base. Easy to kill, but laser in the base. And then friendly fire's being chased. And Chrono feeding another load of science again. North know what's going on. Their spies obviously really giving them the info and saying, look, keep sending. Oh, look, out of the fog of war, another set. He's just telling them, keep feeding, keep feeding. Keep building what you plan to build, but don't worry about it. Don't rush. South are under so much threat and pressure now. They're really not going to be any competition at this point. You're not going to suddenly see a massive amount of military or blue signs being thrown. And on the left-hand side, Zorki's on a big attack and another attack to the south. This is all off that last push they did with the science. Zorki, are you going to survive this one? It's going to be rough. Oh, he's done it. Well played. Defending really well in south at the minute. I'm quite surprised they've lasted this long. Considering how much of the base they lost at that point. They've still got grenade production going. Why is it going into a box? 48 grenades. So they are... I mean, they can hold on. I just fear that the level of threat and whatnot they've got is too much. Bigs are only 8.6% away. That is not a lot. Oh, yeah. It's always just pointing out to his team 2 attacks coming through the wall. Managed to break through there. Clutch has got them. Spam a load of grenades down there. They'll be dead in seconds. South, here comes the self attack. Friendly Fire and Zorky both there. Oh, that's a big one. Try and lure them along the wall and they'll get stuck and you can kill them a bit easier. Yeah, Zorky's luring them away from the base for safety. That's solid. Again. Oh, Zorky was killed by a small one. Oh, that's such a shame. We nearly had him as well. But yeah, but I was about to say they're still full defense mode. These guys, they're full defense mode. They just cannot get more infrastructure up. I think Bloke is desperately trying to add stuff as they go to keep things going, but they're not really producing a lot. They've got a bit of science coming here. They could put on North team. And honestly, if I was them, I'd probably send that sooner rather than later because holding that does you no good. Get a bit of pressure on North just to keep them busy. And maybe get a sneaky or lucky attack come through that does enough damage to them. They now have oil. They have okayish amount. How are they doing for flamers? Literally about to finish flamers. Have they got enough stuff buffered yet? Anyone crafting engines or seen any engines anywhere? There they go. Oh no, that's... I'm sorry, what? Steel furnaces. What? What are you planning on doing with those? Hey, Bumblebee. You're an hour late, man. So we can cast on tomorrow night in the late game. Because you'll be home by then. Ooh, military science, here we go. Are they going to use that as attack or just a feed? That looks like more of an attack build because look, here's the little build, that looks familiar, of military to get them up and running. This is now a full build. Missing some stone brick by the look of it. Oh, that's Sunday night, Bumble. That's Sunday night, tomorrow night. Tonight's one's the one that started at 8. No, tonight was the one that was the 8 o'clock game. Tomorrow night is our match at 7, and then potentially around 10 or 11. Yeah, it'll either be 22 or 23 UTC. They're just trying to decide at the minute for tomorrow night. Hopefully 23. I think they want it as late as possible so that Hi-Hi's connection held out. South getting on south. Oh, they fed some more sites north. Yay. Oh, it's not tonight the late one. Tomorrow's the late one. Are you going to leave me on my own casting again? Oh, I miss my co-caster. You're on your way home now. Oh yeah, it's pretty late, isn't it? I don't envy you. Oh, wow, one grenade. Oh, what was a waste of a grenade, Chrono? But never mind. South have got like no walls here. That's deconstructible. Look, it's just so open. Ah, good. Have a safe journey home, mate. Cole, trying to get more grenades up and running. South have held on longer than I thought. I thought they'd be dead by now. I don't quite know what they're going to build to really affect North. This is all the science they're producing. They've managed to protect this top end of the build to keep it going. Now Xeno's pinging the oil for them. I think that's what they need to go and get. I think South, however, are literally awaiting Flamer's look. They are prepping. They have the oil pipes coming around the base ready, and Pied Piper is literally going to just Bonk flamers on, and then he's going to build up here, across here, and put flamers in as soon as they're available. Yeah, they've done the Northlet. Entirely prepped to just put flamers all the way along. Where are they making them? Oh, here. Wow, 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 wow. They haven't put a chest yet, but they're going to gather here. And they are producing flamers. Yeah, North have bunkered him. There's very little chance North have any issues now with flamers going on. South have got biters in the base again. Again, because they can't close the wall. There's not a lot you can do. I do feel bad for them. It's kind of... They've had it rough here. But again, it's all about the pressure. As soon as North started throwing, that was it. South had to counteract it and either defend quicker or get their own sciences to throw. And they didn't. They really didn't. It took them another 10 minutes to throw their own science. And they're paying the ultimate price here. Yeah. Oh, wow. They need to go and meet that. He needs to have grenades. Hope Friendly Fire's got grenades on him. 84 grenades. Okay, he's got a good supply of grenades at least. But it's going to be the problem that these biters will go for him and he can't get away quick enough in some cases. A lot of spitters, that helps them. Chrono's just fed another load of science to them. 45.4%. They're so close to big biters now it hurts. If they don't get oil... Oh, Zorky's connecting oil. Okay, I'm going to take back what I said here because we just hit the hour mark. If South can somehow get flamers up and running in the next 5 minutes... I think they've got the research. I thought they're researching flamers now. Please tell me you're already making some engines, because if you haven't, you're going to struggle to get them up. Any engine production? No. Again, because they can't afford to stop and build anything. They really need engine production going. These guys have got flamers on the belt here. And they're literally just waiting to place them down. Yeah, North aren't a worry. South is the race against time now to get flamers down before big biters hit. 4.5% to go. If big biters come and they haven't... Oh no, never mind. If big biters come before flamers are put up. Ah, Zorky was killed. Friendly Fire's about to get lasered by the spitters. Oof. Medium spit is rough. Again, getting a bit lucky with the walls taking a lot of... Oh no. That poor dude. Oh my god. Oh dear. That's a lot of biters coming with nothing to protect the base. Look, they're already starting to chew up here. Dorky's got to find his corpse, I suspect. Friendly Fire's dying here. He's not surviving that. There's too many. There's too many. There you go. Zorky's going to die here because there's too many. Oh, he's running away fast enough. They're not quite caught up with him. But whilst he goes up there with a few, look, the bulk of them are here. And we can't now see under the fog of war anymore. Oh, that's rough. Go on, bloke. Spam those grenades. Every single wave that comes now, they're losing just a bit more of the base. A bit more of the base. It's just death by 1,000 cuts. North, have they put the flamers in yet? Yes, North have put a couple of flamers in, look. And again, building it in such a way that the main line of oil runs through and each flamer is an offshoot, so that if a flamer gets taken out, the defences don't all go down in that area. I got one over here. Yeah, they're settled in now. Flamer defence is pretty much solid through to behemoths. And once you've got flamers holding the line, you just build more flamers and get a ridiculous amount. And then extend your wall. And these guys already have a pretty decent wall set up, so I don't think they're too worried. Look at that, steel furnaces to produce steel up here faster. Wow. Friendly Fire's dead again. A few more biters going to come here. Zorky may get them. Big biters though. Medium biters, sorry. They're rough. Friendly Fire can't stop. Got nothing on him. Torquay's managed to hold it, but again, another wave, another chunk of the base taken out. Oh, it's painful. How much science these guys stored up? Oh, it's another best part of 300 green and 100 red science again. They're actually using military in here, look, to research. They're actually researching flying flammables. Their flamers are just as good. Oh, and he just stuck 125 military to them. What's that worth? 1.2%. I was right, this build up here, that was their hand-fed build to get a little bit out. This is their attack build. So military science is their end game. And how on earth are they getting enough military with that amount of stone? Walls coming off there. Stone bricks is coming through here. They're splitting it, not prioritizing it. Ah, they got walls here, look. So this is a clever build. Now the only thing they're missing here is to get these walls from here. You could put onto a belt here and then out onto this side of the belt. So you utilize that section a bit more efficiently to get more walls on there. But yeah, that military science is good in the 37, 38, 39, 40. That's just stacking up nicely. That's good. Yep, extending the wall, as I said. And they have flamer defense in. North don't have a worry. South. Oh, south. Friendly Fire's doing a cracking job down there defending, but do they have? They have oil in. They're trying to set up a flamer line, just like north. They have got a tank with it in. Another tank there. What's that? A couple thousand. Are they crafting flamers? Have they set up any builds for flamers at all? Got walls in the base. Got grenades. Don't see any engines. I don't think they're crafting any flamers yet. No engines, no flamers. Well, North, a couple of attacks, but you watch these flamers. Look, North don't even have to go and defend at the minute because the level of their walls is enough to hold these. The flamers just leave patches of fire and the biters die. Oh, friendly fire just died top right. Yeah, what are they going for out there? I don't even know what they're trying to aim for out there. The walls will probably help them there. Yeah, Zorki will kill those. Yeah, these guys are just putting flamers down at the places they need, basically. What are they missing? I'm missing something. They're not getting enough steel in, I think. Yeah, their steel line is running a bit dry. Iron's running low. They're splitting it out too much, I think. They are getting steel here. They're boxing steel up and boxing walls up, so they kind of need to get that into these builds, but Clutch taking it manually. Yeah, he's taking it manually. Okay, it's not ideal. You could automate that and save yourself a bit of pain, but Friendly Fire's gone on another hunting trip, and he's about to hit by 2 waves. I mean, this isn't terrible. Friendly Fire, at this point, one person should be defending or managing the walls or defences. Unfortunately, Friendly Fire is literally managing all of the biters, which is not fun. Bumble's home in 5. You're going to miss all the action, Bumble. North are, yeah, just reinforcing the wall, flamers down. Of course you can't. Yeah, you can't join the game at this point. It's locked off unless you're in at the start. Sadly. I mean, South have got no defences. They're just open. A couple of big waves here, and they're just going to be repairing and rebuilding more of the base. They're still trying. They are really, really holding on so well. But they're now 2.3% away from big biters, and I suspect Oh yeah. Oh god. 3, 5, 7. There's nearly 800 green and 300 red there. Come on then, North. Send it. Send them to Biggs. And it'll be over. Yes, get some rest ready for your practice, mate. Need to win tomorrow. Definitely. It's against Baguette as well, and they're a very good team. South are looking okay at the minute. They've managed to hold off. Come on, North, send this science. You're holding on to too much science now. I know they're concentrating a bit on defense, which is fine, absolutely fine. They're sort of bunkering in and making sure they're set up, but they need to send this science. Come on, Connor. There you go. Connor's got it. 891 green, 359 red, 50%. Big biters are now on the way for South, and they don't have flamers up and running yet. Pied Puppy just fed military as well to push me even further. Yep. Sorry, South, but if you don't get your flamers up now, you are dead. What's bloke pinging? Oh. So the spitters just ran into the base. The problem they've got now. These biters are just going to run straight in. There's nothing stopping them anywhere at all. Bloke's pinging where the flamers need to go. They crafted any though? I can't see any engine or flamer product. Oh, engines. Here we go. Engines. They do have engines. Big spitters, big biters spotted on South. Oh god. The other problem is they might get flamers down, but they don't have walls to hold the biters back against. So the flamers are great, but without a wall here to hold the biters up against, the flamers can do their job. The biters will just run in and kill your flamers because there's nothing to stop them. That's why you need walls like this, 3, 4, 5 thick. The biters here come running down. They run up against the wall, or close to the wall if they're spitters, sometimes they stop short. And then the flamers just hit them where they land. And that amount of flames just burn through them in seconds. See, that's the job. That's exactly what they're designed to do. Down here, they're going to put flamers down here. But with a massive gap of wall, if one wall's not thick enough, the biters will just run through it. Another 100 military. Now, honestly, North team don't need to push anymore. North team can now hoard science because South are the ones under pressure. 4,000 threat. Oh boy. They've got, actual passive threat, 13.11 per second. North have only got 7.29 per second. That's new. And look, oh wow, yep. First, wow, they got a flamer down for it. That's probably saved their bacon just there. I mean, they can turn it around, but bigs are really going to hurt. Yep. Surprise, run of the fog. And there's no flamers there. And they're going to destroy their own wall, even a gap. There's more coming. They're still at 2,800 threat. That's still not cleared the biter threat. Yep, there's the next little attack on the left. That's not too bad, but again, there's a gap in the wall. Straight through it. Yep. Should be able to deal with that. Yeah, they're going for the walls. They're lucky there. Can they get more flamers down? What are they? I think you can handcraft flamers actually. Yeah, they're getting engines. Someone's obviously picked the engines up and we'll be handcrafting flamers. Let's have a look. Can we see what we got? Handcrafting. Nothing handcrafting. Maybe not. I got plenty of grenades on them, which is great. But grenades are not gonna save you from big biters. And they, look at the threat. The big biters are coming somewhere. Here we go. Here's a big one. Oh yes, this will be a challenging. This is a challenging one. So there's 2 waves coming back to back. They've got exactly 1 flamer and a wall that is not really fit for purpose. Here we go. Through the first line. Through the second line. All 3 of them on defense. Bloke was killed. That's 1 down. Friendly Fire's dead. Big Biter's on him. There's no way he gets out of that, surely. And the second wave's coming down here as well. Friendly's had to run all the way over there. Zorky just died. Pipe just fed another 400 green. Yeah, they're just really throwing. And the Flamer's dead. That's what I'm talking about. This wall was not thick enough at that point. It served its purpose for a little bit, but as soon as they get through, they just laser it out and your Flamer's useless. This is the problem. They might have researched and built a Flamer, but it's not enough to protect them from what the inevitable. Bloke's surely going to die there. Can he kill them? They're struggling. The problem is once you die as well, getting your corpse back is... it's very tricky. Look, there's Friendly Fire's corpse with 143 grenades on it. And if you can't pick that up, what good are they? Gonna try. Where's he going? Can't find his corpse. Look, you can't find his corpse. Any more coming in? North, North fine. Where's Pied Piper going? No idea. Zorky was killed by a big biter. Again, they're just chewing on the wall. They've got really lucky with the biters chewing on the walls, to be fair. For the most part. Really lucky. Like they could have easily ran through the base, but here comes another big wave. Actually, no, that's not a big wave. But again, they're straight through. This is the problem. So Bloke's dead. Zorky might not survive. He's doing his best to run around in circles. Nope, Zorky's dead. So there's a few that are just eating the base. Friendly Fire's running away, and then the next wave is already coming, and the corpses are here. So these guys can't get to the corpses quick enough. And it's just a vicious cycle. There's another wave coming in after that. Then the threat just keep pushing it, and look, Bloke's finally sent science north again. And look, it was a ridiculous amount. This should have been sent in 100 stages easily at this point because you're already struggling. You could have pushed them up quicker and got the threat equalized, so at least you're not facing so many big attacks. Zorky was killed. Now Bloke, yeah. Yeah. Zorky ain't getting his corpse. There's nothing on him anyway. Bloke's there. The betas are just running rampant through the base now. This could be the one where they just don't recover. I think they're going to kill enough of their base, or their own base at this point, defending that they can't rebuild this. Zorky was killed again. Bloke's doing a good job defending. Friendly Fire's trying to get grenades. Oh dear, and they're tearing through the automation in the middle. Another chunk of the base taken out. Another chunk. Power's dead to everywhere because the power poles have been killed by the look of it. Friendly Fire's desperately trying to get around the silo and see if he can't kill the biters that are approaching. Again, north right now is the best time to throw science because you'll add to the threat pressure. Pipe up is going to set up more oil. Probably not needed, mate, but yes, follow your plan. Get more oil. Push for what you need. I don't think they're going to need it. Look, this base has been trashed through the middle here. This was a lot of what was feeding the entire base up here, and as you can see now, everything's starting to come to a standstill. The last few assemblers are running out of bits because nothing's being fed. This one's running rampant up here on his own. Yeah. One more attack here. These guys are done for. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, there you go. I wouldn't be surprised if they call it at some point. Friendly Fire just died again. Zorky's going to die again, no doubt. These flamers, what a waste. Because of the lack of wall, they're just being, ruined. Another big attack. This will probably be the attack that does them. Lasted longer than I thought. They're at an hour 17 in game now. That's impressive. Now, I had them pinned for an hour because they were getting eaten. Honestly, they probably should have died an hour, 20 minutes, half hour ago, based on the amount of biters coming. They've done well to hold on to this point, but it was always a downward spiral. Always a downward spiral. Your biters milling around over there, not knowing what to do with themselves. They got biters just in the base, chewing up bits here and there. Because they're all segregated away from each other, grenades are vastly ineffective because you're using one grenade to kill one biter at this point. Bloke died again. Oh, that's up in their base now. Bye bye, science build. Bloke has given in. Look, he was just traveling down the belt. Any more attacks coming? Looking for their corpses. Again, look, another massive chunk of the base cut off. They've got nothing going around the base. Flamers in is really not worth it, but hey. Oh, the oil tank. The oil tank. No, the oil tank's going to go. Yeah, I think even South know this is over. Another massive attack coming from the South. In fact, 2 attacks coming from the South. This is the base killer. This is the base killer. There's too many bigs and mediums in here. Look at desperation flamers. There we go. There we go. If they start attacking that silo. I mean, they've got some walls up there. They're not sure what to do. Oh, there we go. It's GG. It's GG. There it is. MystiClutchPipe wins the match in 1 hour 19. I mean, that was coming for the last half hour, to be fair. South did an amazing job. Green Science did an amazing job to really hold on and almost come back. They almost come back. But the lack of walls meant the flamers they were going to build down there were never going to hold. They just had nothing to stop the biters coming into the base. At that point, that was it. Once their bricks and their ability to do so was taken, yeah, shame, real shame. What we got up here? Insidious Chrono dealt 51k damage to walls. Friendly Fire dealt 62k damage to walls. Lovely. Friendly Fire with the high score there across the board. Oh dear. Yeah, that was a good match. That was a really good match. MystiClutch just kind of had it from the first send almost, though, unfortunately for Green Science Dutch. And that means Green Science Dutch again go home with no points. And that is... Oh, I feel bad for them. MystiClutch, let's have a quick look at the table while I think about it, just to confirm what I think. I believe... don't think it's been updated yet. So MystiClutch were on 6 games played with 10 points, and then that will put them on. So MystiClutch were the home team. So there's only 2 points for the wins. That's 12. So they haven't moved up, they haven't moved down. But Green Science have now played 8 and got 0 points across the board. They're bottom of the table, bless them. And it's not for a lack of trying. I mean, you see the defending they were doing there. The defending they were doing there was incredibly solid. And they almost turned the tide. But the lack of wall here, once they lost their wall production, that was it. They had no chance of filling this hole. And the biters just kept coming and coming and coming. And they couldn't stop them. And that's a real shame. But still, that was a good match. GG to MystiClutchPipe. They're a real challenging team now. Anyone that goes up against them in their last few matches, I think there's still 4 matches left to play. So we play MystiClutch potentially in a week's time. And then they also play Steel Axe and Old Guard away. So they have 2 away games. They still have potentially 8 points to play for. And that could put them in contention. So I would not write them out yet. Wow, that was solid. So tomorrow night is Steel Axe Mafia. That's my team versus Baguette. We are now playing at 7 PM UTC, which is 7 PM UK time, 8 PM if you're in CET or like Germany, Europe, etc. So we're the first match on, and then once we finish that match, I will already stream that game. I'll be doing the spy manager position. But the second match is looking to be around 10 or 11 o'clock UTC. It's quite a late one, but it suits that team because their pings are quite high during the day, so they're going quite late at night. So that might be a 10 or 11 o'clock start for that one, so I may shoutcast that one later on in the evening tomorrow night, because why not? Sunday night, and you know, I like shoutcasting these games, so I should do so. So yeah, so I'll stick that in the Discord channel and the schedule. I'll just update the schedule time so everyone knows what the plan of attack is there. MMP is ongoing. We did 2 MMP runs this week, Tuesday and Thursday. We had like a 118 and a 108, or sub 108. So we're already within 2.5 minutes of the world record time that we set last year. And the goal this year is to get sub 1 hour on the blueprint or the design we've got, and the tweaks in the players. We're so close now. I think a couple more runs and we'll probably be able to get this sub 1 hour time, and that'll be amazing. If you do want to join that, hit us up in the Discord. I shall put the link in the Twitch channel now, and you can join there. And there's an MMP channel dedicated to it where all the feedback, design talk, and ideas go into. I'm currently working on a really cool lab design. Thisk has been running with circuitry wizardry going on through it. He's been refining that in the last couple of runs, and that's incredible to see because it literally manages the science packs through the labs one by one to maximum efficiency there. It's very cool. So yeah, if you want to join that, hit the Discord up. I will put up the Biter Battles games on YouTube ASAP. I've got the last one I did last week, Baguette versus Old Guard. That should be online tomorrow, so you can rewatch the video of that. And this one will be edited and put up in the next few days once I get a chance to edit the video. Yeah, but other than that, good stream, good games, everybody. And yeah, if you're interested in Biter Battles, please stop by the Discord channels. Biter Battles have their own Discord, or just come and give us a shout and we can point you the right way. I think I even have the command now. I do, there you go. And you can hop on the website and even consider donating to the cash prize if you wish to as well. It would be amazing because it's already pretty high. But yeah, that'll be the end of this evening for me.